Good morning, Rutgers. I'm Joey Lupo.
And I'm Olivia Cruiser. We've got a great show lined up for you. It is Monday, November 21st, 2016.
Today we're going to paint the town scarlet with CC Crane at the Asian American Cultural Center Open House.
Looks like a great event. Jane Menard will give you the regional and big picture forecast for this week.
I'm going to sit down with Ariana Ella from the Center of Global Education.
And Chloe Cooper is here to tell us all about the movie Castaway playing on our channel this month.
So let's start the show. You're watching Wake Up Rutgers on RUTV.
Rutgers, it's great to be here on this cold Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning with all the latest and greatest news, events, and weather.
So a quick reminder, just remember that Tuesday, tomorrow, is a Thursday schedule, and Wednesday is a Friday class schedule. And the reason being is because it's Thanksgiving week. So Joey, what are you most looking forward to this Thursday?
So a few things. So first of all, Thanksgiving to me has always kind of been small because I have a small family.
Okay.
I do like it though, but I think I'm most excited for Black Friday, because it's a tradition my friends and I stay out till like 9 a.m.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, and then hate ourselves the next morning. And I'm just looking forward to going home, seeing people I haven't seen in months, seeing my family, seeing my cats.
Yeah, I would agree. I go up north to Freehold to my aunt and uncle's house and see my extended family. It's a lot of fun. And then I'll go Black Friday shopping at night also with my sister and some friends. And I'm just also looking forward to being home for a few days, spending time with the family, seeing my dog. You know, yeah, I love the holidays, and it'll be a great time. But it's an American tradition, and speaking of traditions and culture, let's check out what went on at the Asian American Cultural Center Open House with CC Crane.
Hello Rutgers, my name is CC Crane, and today I am here at the Asian American Cultural Center for their annual open house. Let's go check it out and have some fun.
Today it's just an open house for people on campus. It's like a more formal way of opening up the center to the students here for this semester, and it's just a way to tell them about what we do as a center. Like, we try to promote Asian American students awareness, APIA community, so that they know more about what we're about, what we can do for them. The theme of the whole event today is called Redefining Asian, redefining like all the stereotypes, debunking the myths of what comes with being Asian American and the stigmas. So I made my exhibit about the I Am piece. It's like a collage mural of all varying like Asian American students that I could ask who were willing to comply with my requests, and the other piece is a video.
When we look at like the Asian American community, there's a lot of stereotypes and stigmas, and when we reinforce these in like language and in dialogue and things like that, a lot of the time what happens is a lot of identities get erased, like, you know, the queer community within the APIA community, or you know, people with mental disabilities, things like that. So I wanted to provide something to show people that, you know, even if it seems like you might be alone, there are a lot of organizations out there that are already established that you can look into that can help.
You know, there was some really good food here. I like fasted, to be honest. I planned my whole day out for just to eat here, yeah.
Definitely the food. Everyone loves free food, and it's I'm just catching up with some old friends and just enjoying the company here.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you enjoyed this event as much as I did. Keep looking out for future events at the Asian American Cultural Center by checking out their website, aacc.rutgers.edu. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm CC Crane, RUTV.
great event. I feel like more organizations should have that type of open house because it lets new students and current students see what there is in store for the semester and the rest of the year.
Yeah, and you get to experience different cultures, you know, things you might not be used to. You know, it's good to expand your mind.
Exactly, and you can erase stigmas, like they were saying, you know. Just because you're one culture doesn't mean you're just stuck to that stigma or that stereotype. So it's pretty interesting. But it's about time to take our first break, but before we go, let's see how much you know.
How many countries do you have the option to visit as a part of Rutgers Study Abroad program?
We'll find out the answer when we get back right after this.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, how many countries do you have the option to visit as a part of a Rutgers Study Abroad program?
And it's time to find out the answer. Over 30 countries.
See, this is unbelievable. This is one of the things we talk about where Rutgers has so many opportunities, and I've always wanted to study abroad.
Yeah, well, it's certainly warmer in some parts of the world.
Yes, it is.
Definitely, unlike here. So we're actually going to go take a look at the weather with Jane Menor.
Good morning, Rutgers. My name is Jane Menard, here to bring you your Monday, November 21st, 2016 forecast. For today, a bitterly cold day with a high temperature of 42, with those winds really keeping it much colder with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. For overnight conditions, those winds sticking around with a low of 31 degrees, cloudy skies. And for our 7-day forecast, the sun does break through the clouds on Tuesday and Wednesday, with unfortunately a chance for showers on Thursday, on Thanksgiving, and into Black Friday. So if you're going out shopping, be sure to bring a rain jacket.
See, you know, we were just saying the past few episodes that the weather hasn't made up its mind. So it's finally made up its mind, and looks like we don't have such great weather now. It's cold.
Well, you know, it's good, though, because for Thanksgiving we'll be forced to stay inside. I mean, we'll spend more time with our family.
Exactly.
Or we could just be on our smartphones all day and not talk to anyone.
Yeah.
But hopefully you spend time with your family.
Right, yeah.
Maybe have some hot cocoa or hot beverage.
Yeah.
Watch a nice Christmas movie, because that's coming up soon, too.
Right, yeah, you can cuddle up with the cold weather, but I think the warm weather is finally gone. So, I mean, we're heading into winter, so it's not a terrible thing. But yeah, so we're just about ready for our next break, so we'll check out the news and events after this.
The Rutgers bus system provides more than 15 options to get around the 5 campuses. Sounds overwhelming? But here's a quick recap of the bus routes and available resources to make traveling easier. On weekdays, the A and H buses make stops along College Ave and Bush. The B loops between Livingston and Bush, as the LX makes stops on Livingston and College Ave. The F takes an express route by traveling Route 18 from College Ave to Cook and Douglas. The Rex L goes between Douglas and Livingston, with the Rex B looping between Douglas and Bush. There are also weekend buses, which make stops on every campus. Each bus stop displays the routes of the specific bus stopping there and the expected arrival times. To learn more about the Rutgers bus system and additional bus services, download the Rutgers app, visit nextbus.com or rudots.rutgers.edu.
Rutgers. So, like we were saying, that it's the holiday season, and that means cold weather. So it's not a terrible thing, because, you know, I love the holiday season, right?
Yeah, but the holidays mean so much more than just bundling up. You know, it means spreading some cheer.
Yeah.
And with the holidays near, there's nothing better than spreading cheer. So come start your holiday celebrations with Rupa by helping wrap gifts for New Brunswick preschoolers at their Winter Wishes wrapping party. The event will take place at Trey's Hall in the Douglas Student Center on November 22nd at 7 p.m. For more information, go to rupa.rutgers.edu.
Yeah, Rupa is always doing such great events, and this is such a great event to get into the holiday spirit, giving gifts, because, you know, one gift could mean so much to someone, you know, especially a kid.
Yeah, and it's really nice to give kids a lot of gifts to choose from, too.
Exactly, and speaking of choices, choose from over 100 courses and get closer to your degree in just a few weeks with Winter Sessions. Winter Session 2017 registrations will be ending December 5th without a late fee. Don't waste any more time and go register online at webreg.rutgers.edu, and for information on winter registrations, go to winter.rutgers.edu. This is a great way to add some credits if you want to graduate early or graduate on time, and even especially for transfer students, because it can make up the credits that they could have lost in the transfer.
Yeah, it'll give you a lot of time to focus on what you want to do if you knock a class out over winter break, too.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, you might even have time to start your own business. And speaking of which, John Roberts and Stephanie Charles of Charles Roberts LLC won first place in the 2016 Business Plan competition through the Rutgers School of Business. They won $20,000 and used some of their winnings to improve their dry sound premium headphone covers. The covers are specifically designed to protect expensive headphones from damage without ruining the look or quality. While simultaneously working full-time jobs, John and Stephanie had to secure patents, create prototypes, and attend conferences and enter the Rutgers Business School contest. John, an alumnus from the Rutgers part-time MBA program, and Stephanie spent this past summer working with a manufacturer to test and refine the headphone covers. One of the goals for the covers are to reduce production costs. They both agreed that the best part of winning the contest was that it gave them validation that their project had merit and was viable. They are preparing for the headphone covers to be up for sale in the early winter.
This is such a genius invention. I feel like most inventions can be so simple, but they just have so much thought put into them. And every time I think to invent something, it's always either invented or it's like it's impossible. So.
Yeah, well, I could definitely benefit from headphone covers. I'm the type of guy that buys headphones every 2 months because I always damage them.
Right, and this will be a way to better protect them and make them last longer. But it's really cool that, you know, these people are so hardworking and they got together to do something powerful. Speaking of which, last Wednesday, more than 1,000 members of the Rutgers community gathered at Voorhees Mall for the Sanctuary Campus Walkout. Members of the community protested against President-elect Donald Trump and specifically his anti-immigration policies. Prior to the march, speeches from professors, undocumented students, and organization leaders were given to offer comfort to those who feel unwelcomed by the outcome of the election. The march began on College Avenue and headed downtown New Brunswick into the Cook-Douglas campus. During the walk, Trump supporters showed up in an effort to counter-protest. There were no reports of harmful or non-peaceful acts between the two groups. Despite the counter-protest, students continued their chant, "No hate, no fear, immigrants are welcome here." See, I covered this event for a project, and it was pretty awesome because there were so many people, and it was not something I expected. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, you know, I gotta say, you know, it was a little crazy, but I like how both sides respected each other.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there was protests and there were counter-protests, but nothing got violent.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it had the potential to inflate to something more dangerous because people get very heated, and rightfully so.
Right, and it was crazy in a good way that there was just so many people out there, and there were, you know, both sides, which is cool because people were able to have a conversation about this, and even though they disagreed, so
exactly.
It was definitely fun.
So I'm going to go look up some protest videos, and we will be back after this break.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm here with Ariana Ella, and we're going to be speaking about studying abroad. So, Ariana, how are you doing right now?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Not bad at
Good.
all. So, what is the study abroad application process like?
So we have over 150 programs that a student can apply to. It's very simple. They just start by hitting the Apply Now button at the top of the program page that they're interested in. Once they start an application, what they'll do is submit information about themselves and their academics in order to be accepted into the program. Once accepted, students will work closely with the Center for Global Education to organize the larger parts of their study abroad, their visas, their housing, their flights, things like that.
Cool. That sounds kind of expensive, though. So how can a student finance a study abroad trip?
Well, typically any financial aid or scholarships or grants that a student receives during a normal semester at Rutgers can apply to the cost of their program. There's a ton of financial aid and scholarships available for study abroad. We at the center offer scholarships up to $2,500. There's also a lot of Rutgers and National Study Abroad scholarships that a student should absolutely look at if they're thinking about studying abroad.
Cool. So what are some of the most popular study abroad destinations?
Well, we send students to every single continent with the exception of Antarctica.
Rats.
Students majorly go to Europe, but we encourage students to get out of their comfort zone when it comes to picking a program. So we send students to different parts of Asia, Africa, and South America. And that's because those programs are very unique and offer a lot of stuff academically. So when a student is thinking about a program, what we ask that they look at is academics and cost in addition to locations of programs.
Cool. And I mean, it's not that bad about Antarctica because it's starting to get really cold outside now anyway.
Feels like it's Antarctica.
Yeah. But who can apply for study abroad?
So anybody can apply to study abroad. The soonest a freshman can go is the summer after their freshman year or the second semester of their sophomore year. There are some restrictions in terms of GPA requirements, languages for some programs, class standings for some programs, but there's a program for everybody, and anybody's encouraged to look if they're interested.
Cool. So when is the next application cycle?
So right now, if a student is interested in summer 2017 or fall 2017, as well as academic 2017-2018, the whole year, those applications are open now, and a student has until March 1st to apply. If a student is interested and needs more information on study abroad, what they can do is stop by our office. We're located on 102 College Ave, and they can stop by Monday through Friday from 12 to 4 p.m. to meet with an advisor to talk about their interests. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so look up the Center for Global Education and check out our website, globaleducation.rutgers.edu.
Cool. So I'm graduating soon, but I might just have to fail some classes because that seems very enticing.
Yes,
so yes.
Sure.
All right, so thanks for coming on.
No problem.
And we will
Thank
be
you.
back after this break.
Have you ever wanted to visit Italy? China? Or France? Well, now you can. The Rutgers Center for Global Education is here to make your traveling dreams come true and extend your learning opportunities beyond New Brunswick. Located at 102 College Avenue, advisors, global ambassadors, and students who have studied abroad are available to give students advice about programs, academics, and adjusting to a different lifestyle away from home. If you're not sure about what program you would like to apply for, meet with an advisor to go over options and places you might be interested in. You can also ask questions about program expenses, how to obtain travel documents, how to register for classes, and so much more. Whether it's for a year or a semester, be sure to drop by the office for walk-in advising anytime between 12 o'clock p.m. and 4 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday, or attend a weekly information session. Most students plan 6 months to 1 year in advance of going abroad. Application deadlines for most programs are the semester before you leave.
For a list of programs, application materials you need to submit, and more information, check out globaleducation.rutgers.edu or call the office at 848-932-7787 from 8:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. Monday through Friday. Now you're ready to take the leap and see the world.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So what a great interview. I learned so much about studying abroad.
Yeah, so are you ever going to study abroad? Or?
I've thought about it because it's something I'm definitely interested in, because now is the time to go see other places, leave your comfort zone. But I'm a little apprehensive just because it's such a long period of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to break out of your comfort zone, but I personally do not like being out of the country for that long.
Yeah.
Like, I was in France for 2 weeks over the summer, and it was great, but by the end, I wanted to go home. So.
Right, yeah, because 2 weeks is probably just the right amount of time.
For some people.
For some people, yeah.
Just want to get out.
Right, and it's something I definitely have considered, and now's the time to, I'm still young enough where I can do something like that. There's actually a trip next semester I'm thinking about, going to Italy. It's writing.
And that's only like, a week and a half?
Yeah, it's only a week and a half, so that's a perfect opportunity for someone like me.
Yeah, because there are a lot of opportunities at Rutgers to find, going abroad without going abroad, if that makes sense.
Exactly. So that's why I was definitely maybe get my feet wet with this program, go to Italy for a week, right in the Mediterranean is what it's called. So it's something really definitely to check out.
Yeah, there are many ways to study abroad.
Right.
Kind of like in that movie Castaway, Tom Hanks gets stuck on an island, but to me, that in a sense, that's him being abroad.
Right, and he definitely left his comfort zone. So let's check out what happened and what's playing on our channels this month with Chloe Cooper.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's on RUTV. I'm your host, Chloe Cooper, and I'm here to let you know about all the great movies we have playing on RUTV for the month of November. Tom Hanks stars in Castaway. Hanks plays Chuck Noland, a FedEx executive who was en route to an assignment in Malaysia when his plane crashed over the Pacific Ocean during a storm. He was the only person to survive the crash, forcing him to spend 4 years stranded on a desert island, since all of his efforts to be rescued failed. Will Chuck ever be rescued and reunited with his loved ones? Let's check out the trailer.
Oh my.
My granddaddy used it on the Southern Pacific.
I'm always going to keep this on Memphis time.
Merry Christmas.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll be right back. Hey, is all this turbulence from Santa and those 8 tiny reindeer? Better buckle up, Chuck. It's gonna get bumpy. Brace for impact! Hello? Anybody? I never should have gotten on that plane. They think that I am right here.
100 miles squared. That's a search area of 500,000 square miles. That's twice the size of Texas.
From the Academy Award-winning director of Forrest Gump.
We live and we die by time, don't we?
Tom Hanks.
You wouldn't have a match. Any chance, would you?
At the edge of the world.
I have met fire!
The end of a man's journey will become the beginning of his life.
I would rather take my chance out there on the ocean than to stay here and die.
Be sure to check out Castaway on channel 27.1. Students should also be aware that RUTV is participating in a 1-year pilot program with HBO, Cinemax, and Encore to bring the newest and most popular movies to Rutgers students. Head to channel 3.1 for HBO, 3.2 for HBO 2, 6.1 for HBO S, 6.2 for Cinemax, 8.1 for Encore, and 8.2 for Encore C. For more information about all things playing on RUTV, head to rutv.rutgers.edu or follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. For What's on RUTV, I'm Chloe Cooper.
What a great movie. That is one of my favorite movies ever.
It was it was the first movie I've ever cried to.
Really? Is that
yeah,
right?
Second being Toy Story 3, but
Yeah.
yeah, so it's been a while since I've cried at a movie. But
yeah, I always get emotional at movies. My mom and I are the ones that get emotional. My sister and my dad are the ones that laugh at us getting emotional.
my
but,
dad just
yeah.
yells at movies.
Yeah, no, I could see it. But that movie, you can't yell at that movie because you feel the main character. It was one of those great movies. There's not a lot of speaking, but it's just so moving where the actions just kind of carry the storyline.
I think Wilson's my favorite character.
Yeah, I love the part where he loses them. Oh, I can't even.
You just spoiled it.
I just spoiled
But
it.
that's
I'm sorry.
that's when I cried.
Yeah, that's the part that makes you cry. But yeah, so it's one of the best movies, and definitely watch that movie this week and be thankful that you're not in that situation.
Exactly. But I'm going to go buy a Wilson volleyball, and we will be back after this break.
The financial aid process for the 2017-2018 school year is changing. For the first time, federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, can be filed starting October 1st, 2016. If you plan to attend college from July 1st, 2017 to June 30th, 2018, you should submit the FAFSA by June 30th, 2017. In order to apply for FAFSA, students and parents need to create a FAFSA ID. Note that both the student and the parent should each have their own unique FAFSA ID. For more information on this year's changes, please visit financialaid.rutgers.edu.
Diversity is one of our greatest strengths here at Rutgers, so we asked some Scarlet Knights their opinions on diversity.
In one word, diversity means to me inclusion.
Unity.
Possibilities.
Differences.
Diversity is important to me because it allows different people to voice their ideas, even though it might not be accepted by the common person.
Diversity allows us to be individuals and to express ourselves in our own unique ways.
It just gives you better opportunities for different experiences.
If you engage with different things, you're just going to get a new perspective that might be better and help you understand yourself.
Rutgers is so diverse because everyone comes from different backgrounds, both cultural and socioeconomic.
The future is promising as long as they allow that future to progress.
I would argue Rutgers is the leading university in the Big Ten when it comes to not only its diverse student population, but the ways in which its diverse student population express themselves. So when students come here, we more or less say to them, we'll accept you for who you are. And then we also say to them, but we expect you to accept others.
At Rutgers, we are diverse. For more information, visit oidi.rutgers.edu. For RUTV, I'm Darius Stowe.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So Joey, this whole time, I just keep fantasizing about the food I'm going to eat on Thursday. What foods are you most looking forward to this season or this holiday?
Just, generic Thanksgiving stuff,
Yeah.
You got stuffing, you got turkey.
Yes.
We always eat mac and cheese. I don't know if that's like a staple, but that's what we do at my household.
Yeah, no, mac and cheese, love mac and cheese. Yeah, I'm looking forward to like some sweet potato, mashed potatoes, definitely the stuffing and the turkey.
I can't say I like sweet potatoes, but I respect your opinion.
Yeah, no, I never really liked sweet potatoes, but I like them when they're mashed potatoes and they have like the pecans on top because it's very sweet. It's almost like a dessert, but it's
I don't
really
know. I
good.
have very bland taste buds, so.
Well, you can maybe try something new this Thanksgiving. Definitely.
I've
try
tried them, but
it's yeah. Well,
not
there's
for
other,
everyone.
Yeah, not for everyone. There's always other stuff for you, like mac and
desserts.
Cheese. Yeah, like
we
desserts.
always make cake that looks like a panda. Like
Aw, that's
yeah,
cute.
it's cool. We put like two cakes next to each other and we paint it.
Aw.
Put a little face. We use like a licorice to make like a mouth.
That is so, I love it. I love being creative, especially during the holidays. So that'll do it for today's episode.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruvents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU Network or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers.
Don't forget to tune in this Tuesday with host Kim Bollard and Maciel Torres.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm Olivia Cruiser.
And I'm Joey Lupo. Have a great day, Rutgers. We will see you next week and have a great Thanksgiving.